qualifying for the feature race of the GT Elite Championship Round 1. Here we are in sunny Australia, Bathurst. Just get one of our racing throw on to join us here at the start of qualifying. See if we can get out with someone who's out on the track right now. So, yes, this race has been made up with 8 of our GT Pro drivers, because 2 unfortunately couldn't race this evening, and then the top 7 from our earlier sprint race for the GT category joined them. So we have 2 classes in this Elite Championship, but it's classified as 1 race result overall. But yeah, 7 of the guys are qualified to join the 8 top pro drivers in this sprint. We've got 10 minutes qualifying session, which will then be followed by a 29 lap race, which will be in around an hour. You can see MG Dunn looks like going to be the first to set a time. We'll try and follow as many drivers as we can, at least try and get at least a good one onboard lap in as well. You can see the drivers trying to get a little bit of space. They got a bit more time than the guys had for the sprint qualifying. A couple of the guys are sitting in just to probably just try and get a bit of free space, which is key around here. Dirty air, you do not want that through this middle section. You might get a slipstream on the main straight, but anything you gain there would have been heavily negated by the dirty air for this middle section. Again, G Dunn's going to be the first to set a lap, so we'll probably get on board with him for that, and then we'll try and keep track of where everyone's at. So if we get on board here, eventually done. As he exits and starts his lap, expect the pole to be in and around the 201, I would have thought. Into turn 1, avoiding the curbs, it can throw you out, but using all the track on the outside. We're down the first of the 2 long straights here. The same Mercedes is looking and sounding fantastic. I'll just hop back onto the full onboard in view. There we go. Probably braking somewhere around the 60 metre mark. Very late on the brakes there. Carries good speed in. Again, using all the track on the outside. Really tricky corner now because you're going uphill, so you're braking uphill, so you think you can brake later, but there's so much camber here, it can really turn the back car out. But this Mercedes, particularly in MG Dunn's hands, looks incredibly planted. Now we're through it. This is all about commitment through here. I think the last section at Monaco, probably too much commitment there as MG Dunn clips a wall. I think that lap's not going to go all the way through. Let's go to our next person. It's like so that. You can see how hard it is to clip a lap here. It's one of those where all the time is gained in pushing. And MG Dunn's round. Thankfully we've got ghosting on. You can see what a handful it is round here, and this is on soft tyres in qualifying with no tyre wear. In the race the guys will have very high tyre wear around here, and obviously future issues. But as we go down this main straight, this will probably be our first time that the guys will be aiming for. I can see he's had a couple of moments, but it's definitely set a banker. See, interestingly, holds it in 3rd through there, probably to get the best exit possible. As again he enters the last corner, this will give us our first reference time for the guys to aim for. Looks like Beamer might be having a couple of difficulties joining the lobby. This will give us a banker. So it's a low 202. As expect the pole to be in the 201s. It will be. And SH Dunn sets the fastest time for now. And imagine this would be one of our contenders, GT7, who took pole position in one of the races last year. Many of the poles were taken by Smiley, who was the champion last year, but JH on 1 lap pace and tend to go very aggressive on race strategy, tended to be very quick in certainly in qualifying. We'll have a quick whiz through for the order. But from our GT qualifiers, Papa Stevo's set a very good time there to be up in P7. He'll definitely be happy with that. This is the issue now, is these guys are a bit too close to the car ahead. Nice and tight there through that mid. That's it. So the Mercedes was very planted through there. I've seen a lot of cars have a lot of difficulties in practice, and again another clip of the wall there. Avoids any damage. You can see such a tricky. These are our pro drivers who are struggling to hook up a lap or nail every single corner here. And I think if you're going to get that low 201 or even 2 time, it's going to be you have to nail everything, which isn't easy. But you can see, despite this couple of issues, that JH is half a second up on his time. He's 1.2 off the poles currently set by SH Dunn. And then here, good exit's going to be key, because he might benefit here from this slipstream ahead. And we'll see where this leaves him. And then we'll have a quick whiz down the order. I hope, it looks like we've maybe lost Beam, and I think he might have been having a couple of connection issues to join, so that'd be frustrating. A lot of time gain there on Penelope right at the end. And this is where you think, do you bank the lap you got now? Do you back up a little bit to give yourself some space for the next one? But look, so Smiley's gone, taken the new pole position. We'll check in with our champion in just a moment. Let's see where this puts. Oh no, lost that next, that could be that dirty air. As you see, Smiley there into the 201s. Let's have a quick read through and see. MG Dunn hasn't probably set a representative. Yeah, he's on an out lap, so he hasn't set a representative lap as of yet. Let's see what the gap is at the front. So Smiley at the moment, over 4 tenths clear. That's some effort. Loving the livery as well. Yellow and black with the ERL logo on the back. Obviously we gave him the option of taking the number 1. He was happy to take his number 25, but it was already taken. It looks like he's maybe slowing down this lap. There's no need necessarily to do that, unless just wants to reset mentally to set another lap around here. But we'll see what he's doing. Let's go back at it. So can he respond to Smiley's time? There's 3 minutes left to quali, and then they will get to finish their lap after that as well. Cool, that's a mega commitment through there. Probably a bit too much though. Yeah, he's only just down on his previous time. Ahead of Penelope, and a lot of people have been saying about Penelope's pace, expecting her to really take the fight to Smiley this year, but SH Dunn proved in the podium championship can really hold his own on his day with these guys, and he'll be, hopefully putting a championship push together himself. We'll see if there's any improvement here. Can that gap be closed? Because at the moment we expect this to be a super tight field, and that is a 4-tenth gap is quite something at the moment. Yeah, that's going to be that lap abandoned for now, certainly. We'll see Penelope, first female driver in the GT Championship, and the lovely pink and white, pink, white and black, I should say, Mercedes there. No, so she's getting ready for another lap. A quick look down, see how GT tries to qualify. So the lead one at the moment is the Filthy. We had a very good race after getting a couple of issues in qualifying. May have been held up by myself on his past laps. I do apologise for that to Filthy if you're going to be watching the stream back. But yeah, he's definitely the lead of the guys that qualified. He's currently ahead of one of the pro drivers in Giancarlo, who'd be a strong as well expectation to do well here. But yeah, currently in 7th. Let's have a quick go on board of the Italian. See, a lot of cars are really struggling through this mid-sector. See, it's all about using as much of the track as you can. Just getting a really tricky corner. Oh, as you see, that's catching a lot of people out, that corner. Makes me feel a bit better about myself, because I had some issues there myself earlier, but got through just about unscathed. Unfortunately not close enough to qualify for this race, but we will be approaching the end of the official 10 minutes. Hopefully Bayman can rejoin us for the race. Thank you to Highfield for taking over the duties there. see he's had a little issue. So I'll be straight back with you.
Ice cream cone.
Okay. Sorry for the background noise there. It's my co-commentator. But yeah, the guys on their final laps now. Right, sorry about that. I was just trying to see because one of our drivers hasn't been able to get in the main lobby. Oh, but sorry, I have to apologise to the after. We've missed what it looks like SH done, getting through and setting the fastest lap, taking pole by 2 turns. When you consider how far ahead Smiley was of some of the guys, that's an incredible effort. The Kieg in P4, he'll be buzzing with that. That's a fantastic effort. And the Supra has Najal in P5, MG done in P6. Well done to IMAX Tech there, one of our GT drivers, getting in the top 7 is a fantastic effort. The Filthy, another one there who's out qualified for the pro drivers. Junankara P9, Captain Bongo P10, JHH, I think we're disappointed in P11. Papa Stevo again expected to go well, but see the field's pretty damn tight. P12 Papa Stevo, P13 Dadesh, P14 Glossboss. There's this weird thing where it'll just run the time down rather than advance, even though everybody's on completed their lap. We'll just see what's happening with Beeman. Hopefully they'll let him race. So we're just trying to see if we can get Beeman in. And then we'll see what happens from there. We might just have to reset to a grid set by host. It wouldn't let him leave the pits for some reason. But yeah, let's just get this result screenshotted. Incredible pole position there for SH done, I should say. Hopefully it's still put him in. No, he's not showing the race, is he? Just see if he wants him to let me back in. We'll just give him a minute, see if he's going to want to try, see if he want to reset. It wouldn't let him leave the pits for some reason, which is unfortunate. Obviously I don't want to do a restart if he's not around. So we'll just see. Right, I'm just going to very quickly set. Oh, right. Press end race, right. So that will turn to practice, and then if we go practice race, 29 laps, then we should be able to just set the grid. Hopefully that will let Bayman join. It's a bit unfortunate they had to miss quali. Right, we should be, hopefully in a minute, ready to go. Just need to set the grid. Just need these remaining drivers to enter. Hopefully it lets Beeman in this time. Right, so we know for sure then it's SH done, but yet typically it's not when one's in there. Just waiting for MG done and then Bongo to join. We can do the rest. Okay, and then P3. P3 is Penelope Lucky Ben Powers. And then we've got MGI Mac under Filthy. Turn it down. I'll do the background noise. Turn it off now, turn it off. Right, then we've got MGI Mac under Filthy, right, MG. Let's do it with Mummy when she gets back. Apologies everybody, just setting this grid and trying to look after the little one at the same time. MGI Mac to Filthy. And then we've got Junior Coroner's already in P9, so that's handy. Bongo, JH, Stevo. And I think it was Dad anyway. And then Gloss Boss, yeah. Right, so... Okay, we are good to go. Let's get this show on the road. We'll be on a grid start with a false check. And the grid here starts incredibly close together, so it's definitely worth keeping an eye on that. Right, let's just quickly get, as you can see, although he's got the advantage maybe of having pole, is having the full, is having that inside line to the start. But here we go, there should be a free. The Porsche does struggle off the line. The Mercedes is very quick off the line. And we are 4 red lights, 5 red lights And they are out underway. As expected, it looks like the Porsche has a slightly difficult start. Lucky Egg's trying to make the most of it. SH Dunn keeps the lead though. Smiley's better start than maybe expected. Oh, there's a little bit of contact there. Oh dear. Not what we wanted to see. It's allowed SH Dunn to get away. Hopefully the guys there can recover. Just look like a couple of marginal little taps there, but this has really let SH Dunn get away. But look at the battle behind. Lucky Egg in P2. The Filthy, one of our GT drivers, has got right up in there into the mix. Side by side with Penelope through here. JX Racing, what a start by him to get to P5. Looks like everyone's got through. I was not going to say unscathed because I can hear the odd bang going on. It's a real good recovery from JH7. We said probably qualified a little bit out of position. The guys are all making it through there. It looks very tight. But we don't have, we do have one car that's off the back, and Smiley, the reigning champion, has clearly had an issue. No damage, but yeah, he's going to need a hell of a recovery drive from there. We know he's capable of it. Let's get back up to the front. SH Dunn is pulled away here. 2-second lead on the opening lap. If ever there's a track where you can never relax, it's here. Let's see what's going on behind. Lucky Egg's currently holding on to P2. Penelope's very close though behind. There's a go on board with her down this main straight. This is Slipstream's going to get a run. If there's anywhere to get moved on, it's here, but Lucky Egg's trying to position his car. He wants to keep a line, but he wants to try and get it in the middle, make it difficult for her to get past. Not really gaining. You can see how quick that Super's on the straight. Even the Slipstream in Mercedes isn't gaining. He's too far back to get moved on into there. Oh, but Lucky runs deep. Penelope nearly follows him. What a shame for Lucky Egg. Potentially a slightly iffy rejoin there, but it's allowed JH7 to get up into P4. What a start from the Filthy to up in P3. As we said, this is such a tricky track. The JH7, what a start. You know, starting pit lane to get back here, but we have absolutely, this looks chaos behind. There's a guy who's looking just hanging on the outside there. I imagine it'll out-drag that McLaren down the straight. Glossboss as well, what an excellent recovery start, probably capitalising on some of the issues ahead for some of these drivers. But for now, there isn't a huge battle to be had at the front. It'll be interesting to see. We'll go back to it, see if Penelope can start hunting down SH Dunn, who's just let everything happen in between. That's why maybe that pole position was important, just because it's allowed him to get clear. Guys are racing closely and hard for this middle section. It's difficult here. The cars all handle so differently through these sections that sometimes the closing speed will be massive. He's got a 1 second penalty from somewhere there. I'm not sure what that was for. I don't think it was track limits, but it's just the same. But yeah, very close through there. How's Smiley's recovery going? So he's already up into P12. Oh, maybe that's why he couldn't get in the lobby. Seems to be lagging badly there. We've all still got all 15 drivers as it stands. How's is going to be serving that penalty soon? That's going to put him right into Frostbuster's hands. And we've got a comment there. Come on, Jun and Cara. Must be one of his teammates or fans tuning in. I'll get to him there. He's in the midst of a tight battle with his fellow McLaren there, Papa Stevo. Losing out, it looks like, on the straight line. A good view of it here. Oh, Lucky Egg's having to lift early there. There's just nowhere to go. He's got great straight line speed in that Super, but yeah, there's barely room at time. Oh dear, Jalen Carr pushes Stevo wide, pushes back. Oh, it looks just about fair. There's a tap then from Lucky Egg there. Oh, what's the braking point? Oh dear, this is tight and close. Making me squeal, but these guys are racing to the hard. There's still a long old race to go here. We head into turn 1. Trying to get a move done. Okay, that looks a bit iffy up in front there. The Filthy, was he having a moment there? Just then brought these guys onto him. But yeah, you can see there's a real pack of cars behind him here. He's done so well to get in this position, but now looks like everyone's gunning him down. You'll see the GT drivers here being able to hang with the GT pros. Maybe not the top guys at the front, but certainly this mid pack it looks super competitive. Papa Steve, another one's had an excellent start to this race. He's having a real a bit of door banging with his fellow McLaren there in the Italian. Obviously they might be in the same car, but there's no teams in this championship, it's every man for himself. So you can forget any hopes of collaboration there between the two McLarens. It's then like, oh, Dylan Carr taps the wall behind us, he got damaged, he's escaped. I think maybe because he hit it side on. Oh, but Steve-O's round. Steve-O is round, oh dear, what a shame. It's going to give Smiley another position. Hope that wasn't an incident. He might have a busy week, judging by how these opening laps have gone. You can see the top four have got away again. MG Dunners, another one's had a good start to this race. You took Mercedes here, they're in 2, 3 and 4. They've had a really strong start. Penelope not making inroads into S8 Dunners you'd expect. You'd have to say from here, there's a long way to go. And this track, as we've already seen, can catch you out pretty much left, right and centre. And look at the tyre wear. Aston only slightly more hard on its tyres so far. I know it's one of the concerns of SH Dun is the tyre wear on the Aston, but so far so good. The only Aston in the field as well. You can see the Mercedes and the McLaren and the Porsche seem to be very popular choices, but we do have a lot of variety throughout the whole field when you consider all the drivers. Feel free, that's an early stop, so I suspect that it's got to be some visible damage. Yeah, front bumper and suspension, what a shame because he'd had an excellent start to the race. You can see that Beeman's obviously pitted as well. He stepped in at the last minute, but he'll benefit from it. He'll get him a higher finishing position for sure. I'm glad he got in. It stopped us making any difficult decisions because, yeah, technically he didn't make it through. Pardon me. But because he was unfortunately, Garzette sent an emergency, so that's withdraw from this race. Let's have a quick drink there. So, S8 Dun leads. He's actually, if anything, pulling away from Penelope. Jake's keeping her just in, GT7 is keeping her just in touch. Ended in there, so not a lot of battles to be had at the moment. Junior Carr's got himself to the head of this mid-pack, but it seemed ultra competitive. Unfortunately, I think that battling has slowed them down a little bit to the guys in front. But Lucky Egg had a great start and a couple of issues there. He's got no damage and he's back up into P6. Glossboss though has got to be the star of the show so far to get up from P14 to P7. Smiley will be making his way through. It's on one of his legendary recovery drives. I know a concern of his was the Porsche off the line, and to be fair, it looked like actually got a good getaway. It looked like there was a tap on him though into there, so I'm sure that's going to be an incident for us to review. But again, this is another pack of drivers here, but can Smiley get this move done? Glossboss is going to make it difficult for him. Porsche looks like it's got really good straight line speed. Oh no, but now the Corvette comes back on the straight line speed. So they're going to go side by side through here. So let's get back to the external cam. Oh, it's hard racing into there, but so far so good. Is Glossboss going to try and hang on? Yes, he is. Smiley tries to come back around the outside. Move's done. Oh, but he parks on the apex limit, so Glossboss might end up just getting straight back into the side here. And then has Nagel, sorry, is trying to get back involved. Smiley, oh, it's finding it tricky to get this through. Smiley Glossboss go through here again. There's no faults here with just letting possibly the faster driver through. He is last year's reigning champion to beat his own race. Glossboss is fighting and fighting hard for it, and good on him for it. But now Hassan is in the slipstream. Can he try to get a move done on Smiley here on the outside? Then Dazlasher is then trying to get a move done on Nagel, so it's getting really tasty there in the mid-pack. Whoa, is that a little nudge there from Nagel onto Smiley? So it looks relatively clean so far, might be the odd little nudge here and there. But yeah, as you probably expect in the mid-pack of such a competitive championship, the racing is hard. The style is hard and fair. But yeah, Dan Leisure's probably got the best view right now of all of this. As we follow his fellow Mercedes through there, and then you've got the Porsche and Corvette ahead. They are nose to tail here, these guys, trusting each other with their braking points. making sure they get each other room for what's going to happen up ahead here. We get onto this main straight. So Dallas on the softs, and you can see that they're not wearing as bad as you'd probably expect, you know, only halfway through, 5 laps in. Losing a bit of time on that straight. Let's get back up to Smiley here on the Porsche. Oh, is he going to get the move done this time? Looks like it's done. Now, can he hold it? Because he want to get clear of this now. It's looked like what's been an excellent recovery so far. Tyre wear rise, front tyres seem okay. It's just the rear tyres that are struggling a little bit. He's got 2.5 seconds then to make up to P5. A quick flip back to our balance up. SH Dunn is just dragging this lead out. You know, everyone, all the talk's been about Smiley, Penelope, Jen and Cara. Maybe SH Dunn's got a little bit under the radar, but he's shown his race wins before in both this championship. He won 2 races last year, a couple of wins in the podium championship, more than capable of holding his own with these guys at the top. Obviously helped that he got pole position and stayed clear out of trouble at the start, but from there, we haven't seen all of it, but, you know, has not put a foot wrong, you'd have to say, so far. Now, GT7, I presume, has pitted, because he's not in this run, early run here, so he's put MG Dunn into P3. So yeah, these top guys are a little bit spread out. And Judd and Carl started to pull away from that mid-pack lucky egg again, so really this is our race. Now, Nagel at least is definitely staying with being able to hang on to Smiley. What's happened to Dadler? Oh, he's just come off the back a little bit, probably the tyre wear kicking in. GT7's on new mediums, as you can see there. I wonder if he had damage, because it seems early to have pitted otherwise. Got Captain Bongo in P11. Filthy P12, obviously we saw he was running really high up early on, but had an issue. iMac in P13, Beeman P14, Papa Steve-O P15. So yeah, I think for now the real race is going to be, look at Nagel, he's really holding on to Smiley here. Is he going to try and get this move done? It looks like he's got the straight run speed. It's just, no. Is he bump drafting? Or is he going to try then and pull out the slipstream at the last minute and get this move done? But he's clinging on. They are starting to pull away now from the cars behind. Now it looks like they're gaining on Lucky ahead. Little moment coming out there might let Smiley get away. Tyre wear wise, nothing in it really. Porsche's looks like it's been slightly easier on its tyres, but not a great deal. Ignore the walls on the side if you're looking for what tyres they're on. They're just different tyre manufacturers, different colours, but you can see at the bottom what tyre they're on there. Ironically is on the medium, which is traditionally labelled yellow, but yeah, Nagel's also on the medium, despite the white wall tyres. So, yeah, they are close on Lucky. Yeah, look, that's why. Look, he's got front bumper and suspension damage. That would be killing him, particularly on the straight, negating probably the Super's best advantage at the moment. That's probably going to give Smiley another position, but he can't not worry about Jay Nagel, who's really keeping on him and keeping him honest. I'd say it's going to be a tough ask, obviously, from here, unless major things happen for Smiley to get back into the lead. Also to get back to the front. You'd have to say a P4. It's 5 seconds, 6 seconds off P4, so that's definitely in the rounds. The British drivers dominate at the moment, Ps 1, 2 and 3. We have got a yellow flag somewhere, and it looks like it's ahead. Oh no, it must be MG Dunn. That's a shame. He was having an extra race, just to be said, Smiley can't get on the podium. It's going to be difficult to get on the podium, it's certainly looking closer than ever, as he's starting to pull away from Jay Nagel now. He's closing in on Lucky Egg. So he's down to the last, I think it's on, it's definitely early on, it may have even been that one. He's now going to get himself up to P5. Be interesting what these guys have done the strategy. Is it probably going to be a 2-stop if they want to go medium, because do you want to really run a hard tyre around here with the grip levels? You can see fuel-wise they're absolutely fine, so they may opt to not even refuel. It'll be interesting to see what the guys do when they're getting around the pit window. for all SH's concerns on the potential of those tyres. Jin and Kyle, after some difficult moments early on, is up into P3. I mean, I've got to say that Lucky Egg's doing a good job holding on with the damage he's got there. Man, unbelievable, the tyres. But yeah, Smiley's close now. He's going to try and get moved into here. Oh, I think he was quite alongside there, so Lucky Egg every right to cut across. Not really a part of the track where you're going to be traditionally looking to get moves done, but if an opportunity presents, and obviously Lucky Egg's only struggling with the damage, we're incredibly close here. Let's stay with it. Just seems to be a track looking. Oh! God, there's a moment for Smiley saved it, and I think because he hit the wall side on, that could just be the dirty air effect of the car here, but as he hit the wall side on, it seemed to survive him. I wonder why the wheel inputs look a bit jerky. It's not that Smiley's not smooth, but he is a pad player, so I think traditionally the inputs look a bit more erratic when you're on the pad. Let's get back outside for this one. Because generally speaking, the damage actually hurts you more on the straight on this game than it does in the corners, really like the F1 game. I'd imagine Smiley better get this run done. How hard will Lucky fight it? It looks like it's done. Smiley's up into P4, 6 seconds then to peak to the podium. There's a few drivers here just in a little bit of no man's land. It's going to be about mistake minimalisation, really. Penelope, that gap's just maintaining, isn't it? Let's have a quick look at the lap times. Very similar though, saying that, yeah, they're both very similar. Lap time wise, it's going to be very hard for them to take that back. I think had SH not been able to get so far ahead, you could have maybe got a bit more honest, but they'll both be weighing up how hard you push versus how much they hold on to these positions, because right now P1 and P2 are mega points in what's going to be a super competitive championship. But yeah, this has been some recovery drive. So I think we'd be nearing the pit window. I think SH is going to want to extend because, again, another potential thing is if you go early, field spread's quite big at the moment, and you've got then the risk of drivers obviously go into traffic if you pit too early. So that would be something he'll definitely be considering. Undercut is strong on this game, and it was definitely, especially on where the tyre wears so high. So that's where maybe Penelope thinks, can I pull the trigger, but she'll be weighing up the risk of the coming into traffic as well. Those guys are fairly set. Ooh, Smiley clipped a bit of the wall, he's got a bit of front right suspension damage. We just caught that in time, I think, as he made that impact with the wall. So I'd imagine this would bring him in to pit this lap. And now luckily he's also got damage, and more severe damage is all over Smiley here. And that Supra is so quick on the straights, you'd think you'd better get the move done. Let's see though. Smiley moving to the middle just to make things difficult. Oh, it's close. Dangled it in there, but not quite. Will this then bring Smiley into pit, I wonder? Yeah, he's going to get that damage done. Good recovery up to there, I'd have to say. Nagel follows him in. It'll be interesting what tyres he puts on, and do they do a repair the damage, I'd imagine, but probably maybe won't refuel. We'll certainly see, we'll come back to that. JH racing back up to P6, obviously he was pitted very early, so we've got a big undercut on him, but looks to be looking after those tyres well so far. Glossboss, that's a shame, because he's got himself back into P5, but carrying damage again. This is such a difficult thing to avoid here when you've got walls at every turn. So JH really looking to get that move done. Again, he's caught Glossboss here, and probably not the most ideal part of the track to be trying to get a move done, but obviously with the damage ahead it might bring that back into contention. Oh, I've lost what's wide. Yeah, Jared's. Oh, he's going to get moved done here on the outside. Oh, the door at my side. He's just about got that done. That was a bit squeaky bum moment there. But he's done. He's expecting to pull away now. So what did Smiley put back on? Let's have a quick look. Oh, so he's opted to pit, not repair the suspension damage, and put fresh mediums on. Small refuel, not much. That's interesting. Obviously thinks he can work around the damage and it wasn't worth the repair time cost. Oh, that's got to be a pit lane infringement of some kind. That's a killer for Nave. He's already done one recovery drive, he's now stuck behind Beam and J. He's on absolutely knackered softs and he's about to serve a 5-second penalty. Soon if he does get a move done, that's gonna really hamper him. You serve penalties in game here, and I think he's coming to a slow down zone in a minute. Yes, as you can see by the slowing down sign, it really kills you. It affects you so much. I think that's why he's just sitting in slipstreams trying to negate the effect of it. But yeah, as you can see, it's going to bring Papa Steve-O right past him. He's on a recovery driving zone. I think most of the field, bar probably the top two, are on some form of recovery drive. Papa Steve-O there's on very new soft, so he'll be pitting soon. You'd have thought it's got a bit of rear suspension damage. This race is definitely taking its toll on our drivers tonight. But we have a couple of the other guys into pit. General Car is just leaving. Let's see where he comes out. Got to really watch that pit exit. Oh, so Smiley's going to be all on him by the looks of it. General Car, a bit of weaving which is permitted until they get within your inner radar. He's going to be on a tyre warm-up phase. You'd imagine Smiley better get this move done really on the outside. Oh, it's a bit iffy there. Was it a bit of a squeeze? Was it just a line? Oh, General Car now. Has he picked up any damage there? No, he's tapped the wall too. We'll have to see afterwards. It looked hard. Was it over the line? I guess it'll be in the steward's room, we'll find out. That's why any result here will be provisional, obviously pending those stewards' findings. Smiley trying to get, yeah, looked like he had the run on him. Just couldn't quite get the move done around the outside as he'd have hoped. But yeah, there's nothing in it tyre wear wise. Obviously Smiley's got a little bit of damage that McLaren hasn't. Imagine the filth will be spotting soon. So now, oh, Jarrett's got a penalty serving. Now our leader's in. So maybe, yeah, you can see those tyres are nearly done. He'll be weighing up that he won't want to make a mistake on those worn tyres and probably just taking the gamble that everyone will be pitting around this time. I need to wonder if we're going to go medium, soft here, and the guys might feel more confident like soft tyre at the end when they're on lower fuel. You can see he's putting some fuel in. And it's out. There's quite a quick stop. So Penelope, has Penelope undercut him? Wow. She has. That must have been one hell of a outlap there, because she was, when we last checked in, was 4 seconds or so ahead. Now she's 2.2 seconds ahead herself, so that's some effort there. Lucky Eggs in P3. It's hard to know where we are net because there's so many offset strategies because of people having damage. I think by the time we get kind of lap 22, 23, we'll know exactly where we are in net positions. A couple of guys here, especially the filthy. And see there's just the right hand side tyres have taken a absolute battering. Interesting to see what's happening here. So Smiley's caught back up to John and Cara. See if we can get this move done. Oh, as I said earlier, it's a tricky place to get a move done, but can he get it done here on the outside? Looks like he has got it done. Well, the difference is can he now drop him? That's going to be the big question. Showing P6. Just trying to work out where that would be net. I think you'd imagine he's going to inherit the next two positions. They'll be pitting soon. See, look, he's really doing well to cling on with that damage because his tyre wear on that car is just incredible. But straight on speed and tyre wear definitely on his side. He's got a decent gap to behind as well, and he's driving around that damage brilliantly, you'd have to say. But yeah, so the gap at the front is still 2 seconds. Now before they were such similar pace. I'm just trying to look at the lap times there. So SH did drop to a 2:05 lap 9, 2:04.3 on lap 10. So there wasn't much in it, but you just look at Penelope's lap time, so damn consistent. But yeah, it's really interesting. It must have just been enough. And then obviously we don't know the out laps because it's factored in the pit stop. Did she? But that's why Penelope's gone so much lower on the fuel, if you see. So that's where she's trying to take maybe the hit a little bit just to get a bit of track position. But SH Dunn, I think he's got the pace, you know. Obviously he's got slightly fresher tyres, he's got a heavier car and more fuel, but he is eating into that gap. Apologies for background noise, it's my co-commentator, my 5-year-old daughter, who's very kind to let me do this on an evening, especially so close to her bedtime. But yeah, SH Dunn's eating into Penelope's lead here, so that's definitely going to be interesting to come back to and see how that battle develops, tactical, on track as well. A lot of drivers at the minute here are just having to kind of run their own race. Smiley's pulling away from John and Cara. We'll have a quick whiz through the fields before we go back to this battle at the front, which I think is the one to be on. So John and Cara, Dan Leisure's done well to get P8, he's on refresh mediums, no damage, so again, excellent job there. Hassan Jake Nagel probably recovering from that penalty. MG Dunn, we saw spin earlier, so another recovery, but yeah, fresh tyres, no damage. Same with Glossboss. Oh, here we go, we've got a battle here. Glossboss and Captain Bongo. It sounds absolutely beautiful, this Corvette. Oh, as you can see how hard these guys are pushing. We'll get back to that battle at the front in just a moment. But yeah, Beamington P13 again, fresh-ish mediums with no damage, same as Devo. IMAX 6 seconds off the back. So a good start, it's been difficult. How's SH Dunn doing leading into this? So the gap's down to 1.5. So last lap was a 2:02.5, fastest lap of the race. Penelope's a 2:03.1. I think SH Dunn's got it covered, but what does he do? Does he go for the move? Does he sit in, wait for the next pit stop phase, knowing that Penelope has to put in more fuel? He must have worked out. I thought at the time, was it major undercut? No, she obviously had a good lap the lap before, but it's the fact that she hasn't taken as much fuel. But yeah, what a start. We might be on here for one hell of a battle. Because as the great Murray Walker once said, catching is one thing, passing is very much another. And for the first time soon, SH Dunn will start experiencing a bit of dirty air. He's rode out in clear air all race so far. We're at the midpoint now, we're 14.5 laps in. We're at the midpoint of the race. Maybe that's why we've just seen the gap sit a little bit. Oh no, he's bringing it back down again. I thought maybe it's that dirty air, it's like to trick into that middle section. Although she's driving a brilliant race, there are fears that she might run away with this thing, and SH Dunn is very much living with her. And if anything, I think it probably has the better pace right now. But yeah, I think we're about to commence battle for the lead, so apologies, but obviously we've now got a battle for the lead of the race. Try to show as much of the field as we can, but we have to stay with this battle now. God, I think I've probably said every car sounds fantastic right now, but wow, how good does this Aston Martin sound? As you can now really closing in on the car ahead. Thankfully, this is one of the tracks that, I say thankfully, but more for the drivers, SH Dunn just puts in another fastest lap by the look of it there. This is one of the tracks that doesn't allow a wet weather cycle. I think this track's hard enough, but yeah, it's looking fantastic here on a sunny day in Australia. I'm closing in slowly in the car ahead, but yeah, the gap's now under a second. As we go through this middle sector, Jesus, so we have got a battle coming up. Let's just hope it stays clean for the race. They're comfortable. They're, you know, yeah, they're 16 seconds clear of P3, so it's very much a race between these two for the race win. God, they're so on edge for that middle sector. I think every lap their heart will be in their mouth. Penelope's maintained the gap behind so far on this lap. This is what you've got to love from racings like this, where there's strategy involved, there's on-track battles, the track is demanding, the cars are demanding. You know, this is what you'd love to see. And at the time, earlier, it looked like the front cars are all spaced out and we might be having a bit of a stale race, but it just shows I don't think you can have a stale race around here. Let's see what the straight line speed situation is. So, S8's in the slipstream, gap staying around the same. This is going to be the key. Now, if SH knows about the fuel situation for Penelope, it might be a case of just sitting in here and just knowing that you'll get this position back at the next stops. But is that what he's going to want to do? Is he aware that Penelope is underfueled at that previous stop to try and get ahead? I know refueling would be a bit dangerous, but you'd have to say in Formula 1, wouldn't it be great to have this back in just to allow you this type of thing? But yeah, gap's down to half a second as you go down the first straight. So Soach is closing in. Yeah, it's really close now. Not sure if we can. He's not going to want to take any chances for this middle sector. You wouldn't imagine Penelope will present an opportunity here. Oh, so close to the walls through there. Both drivers pushing like mad. No thought of banking the points they have here. They both want this race win. Prestige of a race win at, I think what most people would say, along with the Nordschleife, is the hardest track on this game. And we're pushing every limit here. I know both of these guys have practiced relentlessly this week, just from the practice lobbies. And this is why they put the practice in. It's for situations like this, when there's a race win on the line. She's just doing enough, isn't she, to cling on. And although SH Dunn's got the pace advantage, I don't know if it's enough of a delta to get the move done. But as I say, the next stop, you'd imagine, is going to easily do it, because Penelope's going to have to refuel to a more significant level. Maybe she was thinking if she could just get some laps in clear air, it would help extend. But at the minute, it looks like SH has got the pace covered. But we'll see as it develops. We've still got a third of this race left to go. We'll try and have a skip back through the field in a minute, but we just don't want to pull away at the minute from this battle for the lead. And this is where it looks like they're both just driving flawlessly, because you're just waiting. It's so easy here, as we've already seen. One poor exit, one touch of a curb that throws you the wrong way, one clip of a wall, but it just looks like neither of them are making a mistake, and they're so well matched. Although SH has got a slight advantage now, Penelope's dipped into the red on the fuel. You'd imagine she'll be pitting very soon. Does SH know that that's the key? A couple more guys there in the pits. Look at, I think that's his first stop, you know. He's gone extremely long. But yeah, let's get back to this battle at the front. And staying about the same. So Smiley has got himself back into P3. Comfortable there. I've got to say, Hasney and Hagel's done an excellent job on a couple of recoveries. It looks a bit of an incident early on. He had the heavy time penalty, which we presume is for pit exit, but we don't know for sure. Look at that ledger as well. Excellent race to be up in P6. Again, we won't fully know the net positions until probably, what, 5-6 laps time, but definitely doing well at the moment. We will get back to that battle at the front as soon as we can. The Filthy as well has recovered excellently. There's been a lot of good recovery drives tonight, you've got to say. We just got to see how the strategy pays out as well. MG is in P8. Oh, lucky Egg's obviously crossed the pit line somewhere. That's such a shame for him. It's one of the hardest pit lines again. Oh god, these two at it again. We saw it earlier. JH and Bongo. Another titanic battle. Again, no, JH is on the fresher tyres. You'd imagine that will prevail. Get back to the battle at the front in just a moment. Oh dear, it's a shame for Glossboss to pick up more damage. He's got a reasonable gap behind. I'd say right now these guys are just doing well to stick at it. But Penelope is definitely going to be pitting very soon. As you can see her fuel gauge, she is right in the red. You'd have to think it's this lap she pits. You'd think she'll fall into that window. I'm just looking at the mini-map there. Maybe ahead of House J Nagel, depending on how much fuel she puts in. Because again, when she pits, she's going to want the clear air again. We've got the blue flags here now. In GT7 blue flags, you don't have to move out the way, but if you're involved in an incident and the car that's lapping you, you're going to be absolutely hammered. So it's a little bit different than F1. You don't have to get straight out the way, but most times it's in the interest to do so. But this is going to be interesting how they navigate this lap car. Particularly through such a tricky section coming up. Let's just hope this doesn't play a role in deciding this race. They should now, I'd imagine from here, catch it as we go through. Alright, it's going to be in the slowdown zone anyway. Oh, I was going to say, look, he's pulling out the way because he's put it into the wall, unfortunately. Max, that's really unfortunate, but Nebby's kept hold of the lead. Surely she's pitting this lap. And then we'll try and get to her stop and see where she comes out. Because yeah, looks like that Mercedes is pretty much driving on fumes at the minute. Yeah, Penelope's in. So, let's have a quick look. Let's get back to the... Oh, the fact that JH has fallen quite a bit off Bongo means this is something that Penelope really ran that fuel down, didn't she? Just trying to roughly work out where everyone's at. Looks like most people have got other stops to make. It's a good battle to be had here. Just wonder what Penelope's doing fuel wise when we get back to that. Got a good battle here between the Filthy and Bad Leisure. Trying to see if we can get the miss move done into the chicane. They're both on for really good points here. These are both in the GT categories. This is actually for 1 and 2 in the GT category right now. It's the top 5 all in there. Penelope leaves the pits. Being ultra careful on that exit. Julian Carr is going to be ahead, but he has to pit. Penelope would have really wanted to get, I know it's obvious, but out ahead of that McLaren. So if there's any attempt at an undercut here, but I think with the extra fuel stop, it's just going to make it difficult for her. Dad Legend makes his final start. SH done. Now, what does he do? Now, if he knows that Penelope's come up behind Jen and Cara, he might want to extend and just have that offset. We'll see. Or does he want to cover the undercut best he can? Get in there now. He hasn't got as much fuel to put in. And get out ahead. This will be really interesting. This will be really hurting Penelope here, though. I think in her mind when she was working that out, she's probably thinking, can I get out ahead of there? I mean, so close as you saw on that pit exit, but she was right to take the conservative approach in that pit exit because no matter what time she was in there, it won't be the same as a 3-second penalty. It's just hope, please, out the way of the blue flags. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, this is getting messy now. Oh dear, Jen Cara there. Oh, he's got damage. And that's going to really frustrate him. Again, the lap cars are going to get out the way, but eventually cause a bit of an issue there. It's got Penelope back up there. What a smiley situation, tyres a shot. I think P3 will be the best he can achieve in this now. As SH Sun's going on, he's clearly not too worried about the undercut bet. Maybe thinking about making sure he's got tyres that last. He's probably going to softs at the end as well. Would have thought going a bit longer. very quick driver, but he is very hot on the strategy. I know that as well. We've seen him to his advantage many times in multiple categories: F1, F2, and GT. But yeah, that's really unfortunate for Jun and Kara. But yeah, I mean, technically, the lap car was holding its line from what we could see there. Again, I would imagine that's one that's going to be landing in the stewards' panel, because you can't just move the lap car out the way. But it's tricky when you've got such different speeds there. See a few of these guys are now in the pits. See how many different refueling positions of these cars. So Smiley's come out. The Filthy, I can't imagine he's dragging those softs to the end. Neither is Nagel, so you'd imagine both of those guys are going to have to pit. So gap's 35 seconds. Not entirely sure what the pit stop's going to be, because it's not going to need a massive refuel. I think it's SH's to lose, if I'm completely honest, but we will see. I like the fact that Penelope tried something different to try and win, but ultimately I think here SH has just got the pace, but we'll see. We'll see how this all plays out. He's still got to make his stop, which I'd imagine would be this lap, but we'll see. Or is he going to stick to his guns and just do one more and go to the softs? We'll see. Not pulling over, so no. Oh no, he is into the pit, so we'll come back to that stop in just a moment. Tasty battle shaping up here between the Filthy and Nagel. Yeah, no, well, Nagel's definitely got a pit. He's got no tyres left at all. But we'll soon see where the situation is when SH comes out. Penelope's coming into that chicane. Before it actually, she's going to retake the lead. It's going to, again, SH is probably have to get this done on track. Looks like new mediums have gone on, so clearly wants to have the tyres. It's going to be offset on tyres. It's going to just have enough fuel to get him what he needs. Penelope now coming out there, past the straight. I think SH's got it covered, hasn't he? You can pretty much ignore that gap from now. He's got to go for the warm-up phase. But yeah, I think he's got it covered. It would just save so much time on that second stop. He's just got to survive the tyre warm-up stage on this lap. He has gone to softs as well. You'd think he's got this covered now. We will come back and just see how that gap shapes up. Nagel's in the pit, so this will give Smiley, I imagine, yeah, definitely to P4, and I imagine he's going to be taking P3, because I just can't see any way that the Filthy drags those tyres to the end. Although saying that, he's just done his best first sector. Apologies, I've discredited him. He's actually obviously our lead GT driver at this stage, GT class driver I should say. So Smiley's on fresh tyres, John Carr's on fresh tyres, Lucky Egg. I mean, normally I'd be worried about softs partly worn this late into the race, but not on that car. I'm just paying. Out of battery. Right, we've got a good battle shaping up here. So Dad Leisure's on new mediums, and he does on the softs. Now, they might be tasty by the end, we'll just see. Even if it's difficult, it's nothing to miss qualifying for the main race. So be happy with P10 as it stands. JH is on new softs, so he'll be coming through for sure. McLaren's very good on tyres, he might better get those to the end, Papa Steve though. Starting to get dark now.
Feel my head.
Yeah, SH has got this covered, hasn't he? At the front you can see 7.4 seconds. It's just extending that gap. He's on the softer compound as well. Be interesting what the Filthy does, whether he's going to try and drag this to the end. I can't see it. Not with this amount of laps to go. So you'd imagine that'd be Smiley inheriting P3. John and Kyrus have a few issues tonight, so to be in P5 is a decent effort. P6, Lucky Egg, with his good friend Nagel closing out on them. And then you've got to watch for MG Dunn coming back through on the softs. He'll be aiming to catch up to those guys for sure. It starts to go dark over Baffa's sun's definitely setting now. It's been a long night, but we've seen some great racing so far in both the sprint and the feature. Might have quite a hefty incident support, but I think that's always to be expected at a track as difficult as this. So yeah, just trying to close it on that gap. Now can Nagel gain in on Lucky Egg here? Slightly more worn softs. But Super's very good on their tyres, so I'd imagine by the end of the race they'll be on very similar tyre wear. But yeah, that gap is closing. Nagel's in a purple sector 2 as well. So we very much look, can you get this move done? It's going to be hard to get past that Super on the straight with how quick it is. We shall see.
I think it needs charging. Because on my headphones things.
Don't worry, just did it quite quiet. Okay, so Nagel, has he got the move done there? Switch back to Lucky Egg's perspective. Well, these two good friends are probably in the party as well together. Good friends tend to race each other the hardest, as we're seeing here. How stunning does this track look as we go to the night part? The Filthy does have to pit, as we suspected. He's in there now, so these guys are now battling for P5 and P6. Oh, it's tight. Nagel is ahead. Now this will be interesting. The Filthy's coming out on fresh softs, and just off these guys. He will have to go for the tyre warm-up phase. But he's definitely going to want to get in this battle. These two come back at each other. The Super straight line speed. See, Lucky Egg's car's carrying a few battle scars down the front, but he's got back ahead. But then there's Nagel to come back at him. There's some racing between these two. They're so very good friends, but they're racing each other damn hard. But so far it's all looks super clean. Key is, can Lucky hang with him during this tricky section? Probably the Super's weakness. And if he's in reasonable distance on that straight, then you'd back the straight line speed versus the Mercedes, but we will see. Pulled a bit of a gap now. Super might be quick on the straight, it's not going to be a second quicker, that's for sure. So you'd imagine now we're looking at net positions. I can't imagine there'll be many more stops to go. But yeah, your top 6 all from the GT Pro category. The Filthy is your lead GT driver. Yeah, so it looks like Nagel's got it covered, although Lucky, as expected, has gained a bit of time on the straight. Track just looks beautiful as we go into this time of night. But it'd be interesting to see, can there be any inroads made by this driver on the fresher tyres? Will he better make an inroad into the guys ahead? As it stands right now, he's winning his class. But for the overall championship, a P5 finish would be some result if he can hunt down these two ahead. He's got the slightly better tyres. Not very much better tyres actually when you look at it. The minute the gap's not coming down, but we'll see how that goes. Now he's on it for a personal best himself in sector 1. Yeah, Dad Leisure is going to be an excellent result as well to be in the top 10. Just see what the battles are happening here. So we've got a battle between Stephen and Bongo for P11 and P12. Bongo's on much fresher tyres, so you think he'd have the advantage. We're going to the last 5 laps of the race. We'll be pretty much finishing on the hour mark, but yeah, a big battle here for P11 overall. Oh, that's some place to try and get a move done. Oh. Crikey, this looks a bit dicey between these two. I'd be surprised if Bongo hasn't got a time penalty there, but we'll see. I thought he'd been given by now. Is Steve going to come straight back at him on this straight? As I say, Bongo's definitely got the tyre advantage here, but I'll go side by side here for the right-hander. It's just going to be who brakes latest into the chicane. Steve gets a position back. Oh, but does it go deep? These guys are side by side. This definition of hard racing for sure. May have overstepped the line slightly in the middle sector, but we will see when we see potential onboards if there's any incidents avoided from that. Steve is doing well because he's got the significant more tyre wear. Let's just get back to the filthy. Is he making? No, he's not actually making the inroads in there, but you know, as I say, he's got a class win on his hands. It's hard to rein these guys in ahead, so he's still keeping Hasnage out. Look, he's just keeping him in check, just about. Gap's just maintaining. It's in that region that if there's a mistake ahead, if there's any issues, if there's a time penalty, you could gain on it. And as I say, the tyre wear's starting to even out, so although Nagel had the fresher tyres earlier, because the Mercedes is hard on its tyres, they are at a similar time length now, but the gap, if anything's increasing, so I think pending an error, the Filthy's got that covered. I think really our main battle on track at the minute is this one. Bongo goes wide down to the grass though. Looks like he escaped a penalty for what looked like a corner cut through there, but normally the game is super hot on those. But yeah, for P11, P12, I'm trying to work out in class. I think it might be for podium position. Yeah, the Filthy P7 is P1 in that class. That Leisure P2. Yes, this is for the final podium place in the GT class. And the cloud looks beautiful. Is the Porsche making any inroads on its fresher tyres? Not yet. We'll just check back in on our race lead. I think he's got it covered, but we'll just make sure. It's getting very dark now. No, he's a bit, look at this. What a drive this has been. I know he still isn't over yet, but to 12 seconds out of this field, it's some effort. And again, look at Penelope's gap to Smiley. And that's why she didn't call the top 4 really spaced out. I just wonder if oh, look at that first shot of the Supra and the turbo. Unfortunately for him, it looks like Nagel's just got the pace has just got him covered here. Still just about sticking him in reach. Let's go back to our main battle there. Yeah, these two are nose to tail. Looks fantastic under the lights as well. No, as I was going to say, don't think we can get moved into there. But again, it's so dicey through this middle sector. So far so good. I think any moves you'd imagine are going to be done into the chicane. Get back on this main straight. McLaren's quick on the straight though. I think it's going to be tricky for the Porsche to get by there, but we'll see. So can he put these fresher tyres to use? It's about, the gap's staying about the same through there. You'd think he'd be through these corners and through the traction zones that they can gain on the fresher tyres and maybe get moved in and try and get to P11 position. This is our main on-track battle. Stevo though just pulled the gap outside a second now. No, you got. I think it's got it covered, hasn't he? Gap's just slowly extending. I feel if he's closed in the gap on Lucky Egg slightly there. That'll be something to keep an eye on. If he can, maybe nab himself a P6 in his first race with us here. And that gap's coming down. It's got to be that tyre wear kicking in. So this might be. Let's get back to this battle though. This has been relentless for the last few laps between these two. Looks like the Porsche closest for this middle set to McLaren seems to be good, but those tyres, look at the tyres in McLaren now. Fuel might be dicey too, it might be having to fuel save. Obviously we can't see exact laps, but the red's never normally a good sign. But Bongo lost it on the dirt. Yeah, he has. Oh, what a shame. It should let Glossboss free on position now. Oh, we're set for a Titanic battle there. Oh, Stevo went as well, so did they actually have an incident there? Oh, so they're battling to try and gain a position there. It's actually cost them a couple, particularly Bongo. He's got rear bumper, rear suspension damage. Bean and Jofers have gone from battling for a P11 to probably taking a P14 now. Really difficult night at the office for IMAX. It's a good sprint race earlier. Actually, yeah, so SH Dunn's got this covered there. Shame that we lost our other battles, but now Leclerc has brought the time gap back down to Nagel, which is interesting. It's almost worth staying with that Super just for how fantastic it sounds on the turbo bag. Oh, that's a clip of the wheel, that's some damage to Lucky Egg. That's tricky. That might really hurt him, because the Filthy's got fresher tyres, no damage, and was already starting to close the gap in. This could be another position gained here. As I say, he's got the class win, I'd say, pretty much guaranteed, but overall if he can get into P6, gap's under a second now, so you think that this is definitely a possibility for him. Even the damage, so it's hard to close in on the Super and the straight, but you'd think it through this next sector he'll make a lot of ground on Lucky Egg. SH Dunn's on his final lap, it's through the middle sector. We will get back to him to give his moment of glory in what's been a truly dominant win. Let's have another quick look at this battle here. Yeah, the Filthy's really close now. We'll come back to that battle. But yeah, SH Dunn's making his way for this middle sector for the last time. These are the last potential stumbling blocks. Soft tyres are quite badly worn, he's got blue flags ahead, but we won't be taking any chances now. I have to say, we had a tight battle early on and through the middle of the race, but as the race has gone on, he held his nerve in the strategy front and has driven away. This has been a totally dominant victory at, one of, if not the hardest track on the game. Comes into the chicane for the last time. And as we go into the hairpin. What a win this is. Dominance from SH Dunn in the Aston Martin today as he flashes his lights, gives it a little wiggle. Takes the checker flag, fantastic win. Let's get back to our battle here. Can the Filthy get this? As you go through this last section, middle sector, sorry. I think even with the damage it's going to be hard to close it on that super, but you just don't know. It's probably going to be all about the exits here. As it's gone very dark as we reach the end of this race. Nagel's struggling ahead as has he run out of fuel? No, he's got damage though. And here we go, the Filthy, can he get this move done? It's going to be on the outside though as he goes into the chicane. That's good defending by Lucky Egg to force him there. Will it compromise him into the chicane? Last possible chance is probably coming up to the hairpin if he can get a move done into there. Oh, let's keep it clean, boys, to the end. The Filthy, yeah, he has. He's withdrawn. He's pushed him hard, but he's just about hung on. There's some battles for the line there. MG Dunn's going to come over to take P8. Dad Leisure, P9. Oh, he's nearly there. Difficult, so Dad Leisure takes P9, difficult first race for GT7. I think he had such a good start, but yeah, you can see he's had a difficult night. Look at the damage there and the worn tyres, but he'll take P10. Glossboss is going to come home. Again, it's kind of a bit of damage there, but he'll take P11. Beam, I think, just be a lap down. Yeah, P12 and Captain Bongo. Unfortunate, looked like he was battling for P11 earlier, but oh, I noticed we've gone down to 14. I wonder who. That's interesting. I have to just see who that was. Right, we'll just grab a screenshot of these results. Oh, Steve, that's a shame if he's DNF'd. Well, he has DNF'd clearly if he's left session because he'll negate all the work he did in the sprint earlier. And a voluntary DNF does carry severe penalties, so we'll have to see what's happened there. I'm sure the incident channel's going to be busy. But yeah, let's have a quick recap. So, it is SH Dunn who takes your race win and fastest lap and pole position, so clean sweep for him. So he'll take the race win points and the point for fastest lap, so an excellent start to the season for him. Penelope in P2, Smiley, although he'd be disappointed to be P3, it was an excellent recovery. I'm not sure what happened early on, but he fell to the back of the pack, so to take a podium place is some effort. Jun and Kara, again, we saw had some issues, but was able to take P4. Again, the Jow and Lucky in the Filthy Water battle, that was near the end, but take P5, P6, P7 respectively. MG Dunn in P8, Dad Leisure in P9, JH7 rounds out the top 10, got Glossboss P11, Beam and J P12, Captain Bongo P13, and IMAX Tech had a difficult main race P14, and unfortunately as we see DNF for Papa Stevo. Right, so we've saved those. So that's it for round one. Some thoroughly enjoyable racing there. I'm sure a few incidents along the way as well, but we'll catch up with those. Next week we head to Japan, the Autopolis course, and we look forward to seeing you then. Good evening. Thank you for joining us.